Right now, where Braden Ross brings you the thoughts from Wisconsin Democrats as election season ramps up. Also, over a dozen people escaped an apartment fire in Edgerton. We share how first responders got them out. And Women's History Month is underway. We highlight some of the work women in aviation continue to do. That's all coming up on News 3 Now at 10. Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jalen Banks. We begin in Edgerton as 10 people are rescued from an apartment fire early this morning. A call came in just before 6 a.m. about smoke alarms going off at 503 Rollins Street in Edgerton. The first units on the scene confirmed a fire in the stairway blocking the exit to the second floor apartment. 10 people were trapped on the second floor, 3 adults and 7 children. While a fire crew focused on putting out the fire, another team of officers and firefighters focused on the rescue efforts. They needed to carry the trapped people out of windows and down ladders. Here's Fire Chief Randall Pickering describing how they were able to get those trapped out of the building.
One of the biggest things was the cooperation and the teamwork between law enforcement and the firefighters. We had our firefighters going up and down the ladder. The adults would hand one of the children out the window, and the firefighter would carry him down. And then our law enforcement partners, City of Edgerton PD, Rock County Sheriff's Department, and a state patrol officer as well, were waiting at the bottom. So as they brought the kids down, they could just hand them to one of the law enforcement officers who would take care of them.
The residents on the first floor were able to get out safely. The building had 14 occupants. And now switching gears, let's get a look at your first one forecast with meteorologist Buddy Reeves. Buddy.
Hey there, Jalen. Yeah, we had a beautiful day here across southern Wisconsin. Temperatures were a little bit cooler today than they have been over the past couple of days, and we were actually below average in terms of our temperatures. Let's take a look at that beautiful sky cam shot outside right now. We are sitting at 31 degrees right now with a southeast wind at 8 across most of Dane County, 31 here in Madison, 33 in Middleton, and as we expand out the view, we are in the lower 30s across most of southern Wisconsin. Unfortunately, the weather is going to change, and we do have an alert day in the forecast for all of southern Wisconsin. This is for Sunday night into Monday for the chance of snow that will start off at around 7 a.m., transitioning over to rain by your Sunday afternoon. And then once it transitions over to rain, it will continue to stay as a rain event as we head on into your Monday. But planning your day tomorrow, look for those snow showers to start up in the morning with the temperature of 25 degrees, and then by 5 p.m. we should see those rain showers and 38. Coming up in Maine weather, we will have more on this alert day for your Sunday night and Monday.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, buddy. Governor Tony Evers was in Monona today meeting with Democratic volunteers as they prepare to head out door knocking ahead of Wisconsin's April election. But as election season ramps up, how are Wisconsin Democrats feeling about their chances? Well, Braden Ross has more.
Beautiful spring day.
I mean, everyone's so stoked. You know, most people don't get the chance to meet the governor, so we're so lucky to have him here.
On a sunny Saturday morning in a quiet Monona neighborhood, election season is in full swing.
This is a time to get fired up, and so people are going door to door, and that maybe seems old-fashioned, but at the end of the day, it still works.
In a small living room, Governor Evers rallied a group of volunteers before they set out to campaign for Democrats one doorstep at a time.
All the work that we do now is going to play out in a really good way going forward.
Canvassing is scary until you do it. Once you get out there, you're going to have a really good time. You're going to meet some really interesting people. You're going to have some funny stories out of it.
Monona Democrat Clint Keaveney says it's about starting conversations ahead of Wisconsin's upcoming elections.
At the end of the day, despite all those different specific opinions or perspectives on issues, a lot of us have the same values, and sometimes we think we disagree more than we do.
2024 is a big year for Wisconsin voters.
Fair maps on 3?
Yeah, fair maps on 3.
New legislative maps could shake up the balance of power in the state legislature come November. And in a little over a week, many Wisconsinites will get the chance to vote in important local elections as well as the presidential primary, a race where some Democrats say they're choosing to vote uninstructed in protest of Joe Biden's handling of the war in Gaza.
Do you see that possibly being an issue in November?
It could be. I mean, people need to express their concerns about foreign policy. I think that's a reasonable thing to do. At the end of the day, do I think it's going to be the definitive reason why someone won and someone lost? No, it won't.
But at the end of the day, just getting people to the polls is what Keaveney says will make the difference.
A lot of people don't vote because they forget or they don't think it makes a difference, and we're here to let them know that, hey, it really does make a difference. These elections are razor thin, especially in Wisconsin, and getting out and voting is one of the most important things you can do.
Reporting in Monona, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
And we've got you covered with the latest update as the election season ramps up this Tuesday at 6:30. Political reporter Will Keneally and Eric Franke break down what Wisconsin voters need to know before November and a half-hour election special right here on News 3 Now. And McFarland police arrest a man early Saturday morning who they say accidentally shot himself in the hand. Officers were called to an apartment in the 4700 block of Sigelcow Road at around 2:40 a.m. after a report that an upstairs tenant had been hit in the hand by a bullet that came through a window. When officers arrived on the scene, they found that a 23-year-old man had actually shot himself. Police said the bullet traveled through a bedroom wall and the closet door of an adjacent room before striking a soap bottle that was on the floor. Police said multiple people, including a 3-year-old child, were in the apartment directly below where the shot was fired. The man was arrested and faces charges of second-degree recklessly endangering safety. The mother of missing Wisconsin 3-year-old Elijah Vu was in court on Friday. Katrina Bauer pleaded not guilty to 4 charges, including chronic neglect of a child. Bauer and her boyfriend face similar child neglect charges, but neither has been charged with the boy's disappearance. Court documents show Bauer, who lives in Wisconsin Dells, brought Elijah Vang on February 12th to stay with him at his Two Rivers home. She wanted Vang to show the 3-year-old how to be a man. February 20th, Vang reported Elijah missing to police, claiming he woke up from a nap and discovered Elijah was no longer in his home. Rewards totaling $40,000 are being offered in the case. Republican Representative Mike Gallagher of Wisconsin is calling it quits earlier than expected. Gallagher announced last month that he wasn't running for re-election. But in a statement Friday, he says he plans to resign from Congress early, effective April 19th. The move further threatens the razor-thin Republican majority in Congress. The House already has 3 vacancies left by 2 Republicans and 1 Democrat. Republican Representative Ken Buck of Colorado is leaving Congress after this week. The Senate passed the government funding package early Saturday morning, averting a partial shutdown and ending a lengthy fight that has loomed over both sides of Capitol Hill for months. This bill could also cost Mike Johnson his job as the House Speaker. Some conservatives are unhappy with the spending bill, and one filed a motion to vacate his speakership. The same move that caused Kevin McCarthy to lose the speakership and led Republican infighting last fall. Rob Kirkpatrick has more.
Just 2 hours after the midnight deadline, Congress passed a funding bill to avoid a government shutdown.
This funding agreement between the White House and congressional leaders is good news that comes in the nick of time. When passed, it will extinguish any more shutdown threats for the rest of the fiscal year.
President Joe Biden signed the legislation Saturday and praised the bipartisan bill, calling it, quote, good news for the American people. The $1.2 trillion funding bill addresses a slate of critical government operations, including the Departments of Defense, Homeland Security, Labor, and the legislative branch.
This is a good result for the American people in terms of standing up for their health, their safety, their education, their national security protection, and of course, above all else, their economic well-being.
But the fight is far from over, as hardline conservatives signaled an unwillingness to approve the legislation.
It's a bad day for the country, for anybody that votes for this. The funding that's killing this country.
The agreement could also cost Republican Mike Johnson his job as House Speaker. Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene on Friday filed a motion to vacate him as House Speaker.
I filed the motion to vacate today, but it's more of a warning and a pink slip. This was our leverage. This is our chance to secure the border, and he didn't do it.
Greene's resolution to oust Johnson will hang over the GOP conference as the House begins a 2-week recess. I'm Rob Kirkpatrick reporting.
And next on News 3 Now at 10, we highlight women in aviation during Women's History Month and the latest after the terrorist attack in Russia.
It's A1 Furniture's Truckload Mattress Blowout. Queen Luxury Firm Mattress only $2.99. Queen Euro Top $3.99. Queen Jumbo Plush or Firm just $4.99. All sizes available during this once-a-year mattress event. Only at Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture.
Spectrum Internet delivers with fast and reliable speeds nationwide. So there's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Now get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and a Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Visit Spectrum.com or call 844-242-1479. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security and privacy for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 with advanced Wi-Fi and one line of Spectrum Mobile Unlimited free for 12 months. Start saving today. Go to Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, call 844-242-1479, or scan to call now.
In America, adventures can be both big and small. That's why we created the Ford Explorer, available with an intelligent four-wheel drive terrain management system and 7-passenger seating. Ford Explorer, the all-time best-selling SUV in America, and ready for life's everyday adventures. Choose FlexBuy on Explorer with 0% APR financing for 66 months, plus $1,500 FlexBuy cash. See your Wisconsin Ford dealer.
Mike Super, Magic and Illusion, America's Got Talent finalist, winner of NBC's Phenomenon, leaving audiences speechless. Now you can see Mike Super live. Saturday, June 15th at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Tickets are on sale now through Ticketmaster. A show for the whole family to enjoy this Father's Day weekend. Mike Super, Magic and Illusion at Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Get instant cash back at A1 Furniture. Save $50 off every $500 you spend, plus incredible in-store only deals. Your choice, 2-piece sofa and love seat or sectional, just $10.99, and get the recliner free. Only at Madison's locally owned A1 Furniture.
News 3 Now brings you a preview of Wisconsin spring elections, what you need to know before heading to the polls on April 2nd.
Plus analysis from both sides on the key issues today and moving forward to November.
Campaign 2024, Battleground Wisconsin, Tuesday at 6:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
At least 133 people are dead after a terrorist attack in Russia by members of the Islamic State. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports, just this month, U.S. intelligence warned of a potential attack in Russia.
Memorials across Russia Saturday as crews worked to remove debris from Crocus City Hall. The concert venue in the outskirts of Moscow had been set on fire by gunmen who perpetrated that country's deadliest terrorist attack in decades. They were just walking and gunning down everyone, this survivor said.
The images are just horrible and just hard to watch, and our thoughts obviously are going to be with the victims of this terrible, terrible shooting attack.
The Islamic State claimed responsibility. Russian officials say they detained 11 people, including 4 suspected gunmen detained in western Russia. They were moving in the direction of Ukraine, said Russian President Vladimir Putin, who did not mention ISIS in his speech. Ukrainian officials have denied any involvement in the attack and accused Putin of trying to fuel anti-Ukraine sentiment. The U.S. Embassy recently warned about the threat of terrorist attacks in Moscow. A U.S. source familiar with the intelligence told CBS News there's been a steady stream of intelligence dating back to November about ISIS wanting to strike in Russia.
Our embassy there put out a notice to all Americans in Moscow to avoid any large gathering.
U.S. officials say there is no known threat to the U.S. emanating from the attack in Russia. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
According to Russian news reports, the gunmen were identified as citizens as Tajikistan, a former Soviet country in Central Asia that borders Afghanistan. And now, let's get a look at your first warn forecast. Buddy, could we see a warm-up anytime soon?
There will be a warm-up starting on Monday, but unfortunately, we still have another day of winter-like temperatures on your Sunday. Let's take a look at the 3 things you need to know. It's going to be cold for the rest of this weekend, especially for tomorrow. It's going to be only in the upper 30s. We are expecting some rain and some snow as we move on into your Sunday morning, then again into your afternoon and evening, and then it will also be windy Sunday night into your Monday. But if you're planning your day out tomorrow, maybe you need to run some errands or just out and about, look for temperatures in the upper 30s. There will be some scattered snow showers in the morning, so don't be surprised if you wake up in the morning and you might see a dusting of snow on the ground, but that should not stick around too long before it transitions over into a rain event. We do have an alert day in the forecast, and this is for all of southern Wisconsin for snow to rain and then isolated thunderstorms. Those isolated thunderstorms look to be closer towards the Illinois border, but some of the latest computer models have that moving closer towards the Madison area, so we will continue to watch that. And this is for Sunday night into your Monday. Taking a look at future tracks starting off at 7:30 in the morning. Again, some light snow around the area. We will start seeing that transition of snow to rain as we head on into your afternoon. You can see here on the future track model, there is some mixed precipitation just south of Dane County. That will continue as we move on into your Sunday morning, Sunday evening at 6 p.m., where this will all transition over to rain. And once it transitions over into rain, it will continue to be a rainmaker as we head on into your Monday morning as you're heading off to work or school. And then by the time your afternoon rolls around on your Monday, we could see widespread rain across most of the area, and this model is picking up some heavier precipitation towards the Platteville area and the Mineral Point area. As if the rain and the snow weren't enough, there's also the factor of wind gusts through your Sunday afternoon and evening. By 6 a.m. on your Monday, we might have wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour, and then that will continue into your Monday afternoon where we could see wind gusts as high as 40 miles per hour. So the bottom line to all this, snow to rain on Sunday. We will see that rain Sunday night through Tuesday, so it's going to be a couple of day event. And then it's also going to be windy on your Sunday and your Monday. But taking a look at the high temperature trend over the next several days, our normal high is 47 degrees. We won't even make that tomorrow with a high temperature of 38. But then we do on your Monday where we hit a high of 53, and then temperatures kind of roller coaster up and down towards the upper 40s and lower 50s, then making its way back to 50. And our average high by the 10-day period is 51 degrees. So spring is definitely on the way as we take a look at your 7 to 10-day forecast. We do have that snow to rain on your Sunday, alert day on Monday for that rain and possible thunderstorms. And then as we move on into the rest of the week, we do have another system that may affect the area on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and temperatures getting a little bit warmer, more towards springtime, but we just need to get through the next couple of days.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to where I don't have to wear a coat again. I've had to wear a coat the last few days. Haven't necessarily liked it. Doesn't go with my outfits. So, you know, I'm just looking forward to at least next weekend when it is a little bit warmer.
Yeah, but longer range models do indicate it might get a little bit warmer.
Okay, so looking forward to that.
We just gotta wait.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Today, Women in Aviation paid it forward by providing girls the unique opportunity to sit in the pilot seat and soar. Well, technically, it's simulated, but you get the idea. Girls were able to learn and see how it is to fly a plane. They were also able to experiment with paper plane models and designs, learning what it makes them fly.
I love seeing kids realize different career paths that they can have, and just the excitement of flying is something that I would love for everybody to experience.
And if you missed this event, there will be a Girls in Aviation on September 21st at the Middleton Airport, where they would be taught about the weather and navigation and will be able to sit in the cockpit. The Alumni Resource event, Finding Our Purpose Ability Ambassador opening performance, was held today at the My Arts Theater in Madison, showcasing 12 dynamic young adults with disabilities who boldly shared their insights on work experiences, challenging stereotypes, and championing inclusivity in the professional world.
I'm here to empower the community about how to get people with adults with disabilities employed and how to keep them employed for life.
Only 17.9% of adults with disabilities are employed in the U.S. The Ability Ambassadors are on a mission to change those statistics by fostering inclusivity. Sometimes we have to make the gut-wrenching decision to part ways with our pets. Today was the Exotic Pet Surrender event hosted by the JR Aquatic Animal Rescue and Reptile Rescue of Wisconsin. at the Aldo Leopold Nature Center, where pet owners were able to go and surrender their exotic pets in safe, judgment-free environments.
Our sole purpose of this is just so we can help animals, and if they're ever in need of like a new home, they have an option to send them here.
All of the pet owners were able to engage with animal ambassadors and share their experiences. Although they parted ways with their pets, they were able to leave guilt-free. And coming up in sports, Wisconsin women's hockey is in the national final again, and with a familiar opponent. We preview the clash for the title next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
The Honda you want is here. Driving the moment with the rugged and capable Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot. Find your adventure with great offers now available on the Honda you want. All from the 2023 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into your local Honda dealer today.
Here's California banker Eric Hovde running for U.S. Senate. But Hovde's lifestyle? Pure California. CEO of a billion-dollar bank. Here's Hovde's over $7 million Laguna Beach mansion. And 3 years in a row, Eric Hovde was named one of Orange County's most influential residents. Multimillionaire California banker Eric Hovde. On Wisconsin's side, don't bank on it. Win Senate is responsible for the content of this ad.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
Shop family-owned Brothers Maine for our large selection, low-price deals, and free delivery on top brands like Cafe, Hotpoint, and GE Appliances. From sales to install, we do it all. Feel great about your purchases. And feel like family at Brothers Maine.
The feet have a really big impact on how the rest of the body moves. If the foot isn't properly aligned, that results in muscle tension and chronic pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is the right arch supports can put the foot in its proper alignment. And when the body's aligned, we can reduce the risk of injury and chronic pain.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing at your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit cubcadetdealers.com.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
From Brooklyn to Durham, we've made it to the Frozen Four. Wisconsin will face Ohio State for the 6th time this season, but this one is for the Natty. Andrew Banstra has been in New Hampshire with the Badgers all week long and explains why this meeting is just another chapter of the Badger-Buckeye rivalry.
Wisconsin versus Ohio State, a gathering of Goliaths.
Now you got two heavyweights punching at each other back and forth tomorrow, and it's going to be that kind of battle, and we're ready for it.
A national championship rematch between two Titans in a class of their own.
In tomorrow's game, it comes down to, who can execute, who can handle the moment better than the other team, and who can make some plays. And so It's no different than any other championship game. Are you comfortable in that setting, or are you nervous?
And the expectation to win, and only win, that you know you're getting when you put on the Badger red.
Welcome to Badger hockey. Yeah. No matter who we're playing or where we're playing, we generally get that team's best because they're hunting us. They're coming after us, and you know, if you put the Badger jersey on, that's part of, you know, the DNA and what we're about. And so any of the outside distractions, you know, keep them out there.
That burden of expectation that Mark Johnson talked about up here on the podium, it's what the great ones crave. It's why Anna Wilgren transferred to Wisconsin, hoping to play on the biggest stage.
Obviously, this was kind of the end goal for me, to finish up my college career at this tournament. It's been a super special year for me, just being alongside all these girls and being coached by such an incredible staff.
Anna's brought in, you know, a countless amount of things to the table for our team this year, and a great amount on the ice, but an even greater amount off the ice. She's just been great for the culture, great for our relationships. You know, sometimes I feel like she's the glue of the team.
A team looking to break their own record and win their 8th national championship. At the Women's Frozen Four in Durham, New Hampshire, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Sports.
Thanks, Andrew. Now, the Badgers made a little program history on Saturday with 3 players being named first-team All-Americans, and the 3 should come as no surprise. Kirsten Sims, Casey O'Brien, and Caroline Harvey. That's something that hasn't been done at Wisconsin since 2007. In Durham with the Badgers, Zach Hanley, News 3 Sports.
All right, thank you guys. And a final check of your first warn forecast is coming up when we return.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Yeah.
Sick.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
Right now, you can get 3.99% APR for 60 months on a new 2024 Camry, RAV4, or Tundra Hybrid.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Washington has become corrupt. Career politicians sell themselves to special interests and end up working for them and not you. I've worked hard, been fortunate. I don't need their special interest money, and I won't take it. If you decide to elect me as your next senator, I'll donate my entire salary to a Wisconsin charity every year. I'm Eric Hovde. I can't be bought, and I'll put you and our country first. I approve this message.
Hanson's knows what your home means to you. It's where you feel safe, comfortable, protected, and of course, no other place provides you with as much joy. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are all backed by our guarantee. So you can feel happy in your home for years to come. With professional installation and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert, exceeding homeowners' expectations for over 30 years. Get 60% off installation with high-quality craftsmanship you can count on. Or enjoy no interest and no payments for 2 years. From windows to roofing to siding to gutters to bathtubs and showers, no one's got you covered like we do.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
I'm at Bob's with our trending Montana dining set.
And I'm live with the Ortegas, checking out a similar looking set they bought at a national retailer. It's got the same farmhouse style with storage drawers.
But the Montana collection comes with your choice of 4 chairs and a storage bench, or 6 chairs, 2 finishes, and dining or counter height for just $9.99 every day.
Theirs cost more, and they charge you for options like that.
Good one, Dad. When the looks you love go for less, there's only one thing to say.
Oh, my Bob!
Bob's Discount Furniture.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they square off with the Pelicans on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch Giannis and the Bucks fly into NOLA to zap Zion and the soaring Pelicans. It's Dame time in the Big Easy. Bucks, Pelicans on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Thursday, March 28th at 7 on Television Wisconsin.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Dog lovers celebrate their pets every day, but today there's a cause for extra celebration. Well, that's because it's National Puppy Day, observed every year on March 23rd. It's a chance to pay tribute to the gift of unconditional love that puppies give so freely. It's also a chance to consider the many puppies currently in animal shelters and to think possibly about adopting one. According to the nationaldaycalendar.com, author and animal behaviorist Colleen Page founded National Puppy Day back in 2006. Just to give you all a bit of a timeline, for me, I was either in the 1st or 2nd grade whenever this day was founded. Page also founded National Dog Day and National Cat Day. And speaking of dogs and cats, I'm actually allergic to both.
Really?
So, yeah, I know it's super unfortunate. Almost every home in the U.S. I walk into, and I gotta, you know, take some Benadryl or something because I'm sneezing or whatever. But
see, I love all animals.
I do, yeah. I mean, I like them. I just can't pet them too much, or else, you know, I start, you know, nose is itching, eyes watering. It's all good though. Love them though. Love them though.
Yep.
Well, all right. It's been chilly as of late. What more can you tell us?
Oh, man. If we can just get through the next couple of days, things should start to warm up. But first, we need to get through the alert day. This is for all of southern Wisconsin. You will see some snow in the morning, and don't be surprised if there is a light dusting on the cars or on the sidewalks or on the grassy surfaces. That will then transition over into rain Sunday night into your Monday. And future track precip totals, we could see up to an inch of rain, so that could help the drought situation towards the north and west, towards the Viroqua area where they have been dealing with drought situations. And then taking a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, again, that alert day on Monday with the temperatures getting up into the 50s. Then after that, we cool off just a little bit behind the system down into the 40s. And then again, we watch another system on Friday, Sunday, and Monday with another chance of showers, but no snow in the forecast after this event on Sunday.
All right, well, sounds good. Thank you, buddy, and thank you all at home. We'll see you back here tomorrow. And as always, thank you for making it a great evening.